My word. What a performance by the All Blacks. They have defeated the Irish 28 points 24. An outstanding game overall. I am just blown away to what we've just seen. That could have been the game of the tournament. That's definitely up there for game of the tournament in my opinion. But look, I'm just lost for words. I'm really lost for words for what we've just seen. The Irish curse continues at the quarterfinals. I think it's now 8 or 9 times now they haven't been able to progress to the semifinals, and the All Blacks make that happen again. Will stop them this year in 2023, which is just mind-blowing to say the least. But hey, you could never write off the All Blacks. Never. And if there's one team you never write off, it is New Zealand, and it's especially the All Blacks. So fair play to them. They're outstanding in this game. I mean, when you look at the first half, I mean, New Zealand were very tactical in how they played the game. I thought, they went for the early penalties, which I thought was a very good move. Actually, they got those early in. I think they went like 6 points up, if I'm not mistaken. And then again, they got that try through Lester Falanku, a very well worked try. Obviously in the left wing, Reko doing that 1-2 play with Lester getting his hands on the end in that left corner. A very nice try there for the All Blacks. Again, the Irish kind of responded back with Bundyaki in that first half. Individual try to say the least, where he sidestepped and then he kind of found a gap and just ran straight through. I think 4 players were trying to stop him, but no one was able to. And yeah, he just kept going. And yeah, he was just unbelievable, because it's one of those where he's been player of the tournament so far, but now it's crazy what's going to happen now. But again, Sevilla, the All Blacks did respond with Sevilla, who I'll get into more about him later because there's a lot to talk about his game. But again, Sevilla scoring that try in the right-hand corner. I believe it was also Reko, or was it Will Jordan? I think it was Reko, actually. It was either Reko or Will Jordan who found that final pass to Artis Sevilla, who then scored in the right-hand corner, and just kind of extended the lead, I believe, to like 18 points to make it like 18 to like 17, because the Irish did kind of get back into it with Jamison Gibson Park at the very end in the 39th minute, of course. A very nice, well-worked try, actually, where he kind of found a gap through the maul, kind of latched out and then saw the space. And it was funny because even like Artis Sevilla was telling Will Jordan to make sure they mark that gap. And he just wasn't able to do a good enough job there. And of course, Jamison Gibson Park ran straight through, scored the try. And that kind of allowed the Irish to kind of hold on into this game and make it a tight scoreline, of course, only being separated by 1 point, being 18 points to 17 to the All Blacks at half time. Then, going into that second half, I mean, the game kind of opened up a bit more, I'd say. Early on, we still had a yellow, actually, with Aaron Smith. And obviously, that's the way that, the Irish were able to kind of take advantage earlier on with that Jamison Gibson Park try. But then, of course, Will Jordan, as soon as I believe Aaron Smith came back on, Will Jordan scored a try for the All Blacks. It was a very, really well-worked try, actually. From the set piece, actually, from the line outs. They passed it out towards Mwanga. Mwanga just sidestepped, I believe, Gary Ringrose. And then, just from there, was able to break loose. And then, obviously, we've seen this many times with the Crusaders, break from that 1-2 combination with Will Jordan, who then scored in the right-hand corner. A very nice try, obviously, for him, and he's up there. He's a lethal try scorer, so it's great to see him obviously get a try in this game. And then, of course, the Irish did kind of come back into it as you expect. It's always going to be kind of a tense game, and obviously they got that penalty try in the 64th minute, so they kind of immediately responded. And the All Blacks weren't able to do much in that sense. I think it was Cody Taylor who actually went down and received a yellow for that. And, they got an automatic penalty try that kind of made the game a bit more tense once again. All Blacks down to 10 men. Sorry, not 10 men, but down to 14 men. And then, again, the All Blacks had 2 opportunities to get a penalty. They missed the first one, actually, for Jordie Barrett. But then, luckily, the All Blacks had a second opportunity and nailed that. And that's what allowed them to kind of relieve a bit of pressure, because it meant that they wouldn't be losing if the Irish got a penalty. So, the All Blacks just defended for their lives, really, in that kind of last 5 minutes. And, Sam Whitelock obviously came over and won the ball in the breakdown. And, the All Blacks were victorious. So, an unbelievable result there for the All Blacks. Again, player of the match has to be Artis Sevilla. Has to be. There's no other player on the field who was as good as him on the day. I mean, in the first 20 minutes of the game, like, the All Blacks defended so well, but he probably won like 2 balls in the breakdown. He scored a try for himself. He was all over the place. Like, he's yeah, he's really having a good World Cup now. And now with Bundyaki out of this World Cup, I could definitely make the argument that Artis Sevilla has probably been the player of the tournament so far. I think that's not harsh to say now that the All Blacks have progressed through to the semifinals and knocked out Bundyaki's Irish side here. So I can definitely say, in my humble opinion, I think Artis Sevilla is now in my eyes, player of the tournament so far. But again, we're still going to see the two other quarterfinals, so that I could have a change of mind. But as this for this point of time, Artis Sevilla is the player of the tournament. So yeah, no, he was incredible. But yeah, I can't believe it. We're now going to see Argentina versus the All Blacks. I don't think anyone saw that coming, because a lot of people predicted it would be Ireland at least versus Wales, or Ireland versus Argentina, or Wales versus New Zealand. But I don't think anyone thought it would be Argentina versus New Zealand. So from a Southern Hemisphere standpoint, they're 2-0 at the moment. So it's unbelievable to think what could happen tomorrow, of course, with Fiji facing England and South Africa facing France. But what a game that was, guys. I'm just shell-shocked here. And yeah, just unbelievable. Congratulations to the All Blacks. Congratulations, obviously, towards the Irish. But man, what a game of rugby. What a game of rugby. And yeah, just wow. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys soon.